Hi guys, how's it going? Des here and welcome back to my channel. So in this video, this is going to be really interesting and I hope you will find this fun and informative because I really find the time to discuss these things. Okay, so why is it really important to you, or why I want you to know these things, guys? Because these things are about the social status symbols in the Philippines. Like a Filipino or Filipino can sacrifice or sell their kidney just to have these things. Okay, but of course, I'm just kidding. These are the social status symbols that Filipinos are really crazy about. And there are a lot of us who are willing and can borrow a lump sum of money just to have these. Okay, so this is very important to you, especially if you are, yes, planning to date a Filipina in the future, or if you are in an LDR or long distance relationship with a Filipina now, or maybe you are planning to marry a Filipina after a few years of watching this. Okay, so I hope you guys find this really fun and useful because this is going to be a long discussion, and I'm going to explain each item, or the things that I have in my list briefly. And if you have a comment or opinion, just put it down in the comment section in this video. So let's head on to the list. The first social status symbols in the Philippines is a car or a vehicle. So this could be a family vehicle, a pickup truck, a minivan, a small car, whatever type, whatever model, whatever size. Because in the Philippines, the car gets attention. It attracts people. It makes people think that you are rich, even if your car is really small, guys. So in the West, it is very typical to own a car because you need to have it, right? However, in the Philippines, there are only two reasons why Filipinos buy a car. By installment basis, or it could be by cash. First one is because when you have a car here, you will be seen as a rich person and you will get the attention you want. People think that you are rich, right? And because you have a car, then it doesn't matter how many times or how often you use it, but people just look up onto you because this is a social status symbol. In the West, you need it. There, of course, in other countries it's very common to buy a car, of course, to show off whatever, but in your country you have to travel, right? You need to travel long. Your office or your workplace, it's really far to work, and you don't have these things like what we have in the Philippines, right? You don't have the tricycles, you don't have these pedicabs, and it's still very convenient for you to have your own car. Okay, and one annoying thing about buying a car in the Philippines, or Filipinos buying a car, is even though they don't have enough funds, they will still buy it. Even though we don't have a decent parking space, garage, or carport, they will still buy it because, oh, this is like an accessory to me. It's not really something useful to them. You know what I mean? And that could be a problem in the future with your Filipina, because we never know, she might want a nicer model, a more expensive car, and for what reason? So it's up to you to talk about it. Would you really need a car, or would you just want to have it? Okay, so let's head on to the next one. Number 2 is having your own AC unit, or we call it in the Philippines aircon, or air conditioning unit. So this thing is typical in the West, right? Like, what's the big deal? In the Philippines, when you have an AC unit, it doesn't matter where you live, especially in the slums or in a not so nice area. If you have this thing in your house, you will just get attention, and people will think that you are a businessman or someone who got a lot of money. And you know a lot of Filipinos will buy this, though they already know the electric fan is actually enough. You know what I mean? Like, they can actually save the money from buying the AC, but they still want to have the AC because of, again, this is a social status symbol, right? Instead of preparing for the future problems, or saving up, right? They will replace their still good, still new, or still good working electric fan with a brand new AC unit. Well, what can we do if they really like to buy that, right? So even though they know that they don't have enough funds, again, they will still buy it because, oh, it's gonna be hot at night, right? Or I can't bear this heat, so we need something to cool our house or bedroom. But most of the time they don't really compute, or a lot of Filipinos would just buy it and they will not think about, is this really convenient, or in the long term, is it going to be a burden to our budget? But again, guys, there's nothing wrong to have this thing, right? But if you have an extra, like, it's gonna be like, you can afford to buy it and afford to pay for a more expensive electrical bill monthly, so it's really okay. But for the reason, if a Filipina would buy this because I just want it, not really a need, then you better talk with her. The third one in our list, social status symbol in the Philippines, is dental braces. Yes, this sounds like typical and normal. Like, yes, that is just normal. In the West, we want our kids to have nice set of teeth, right? And it could be the same with Filipino parents. I would partially agree, because here, even your family is a little bit poor, or just earning 4 digits in a month, not really 5, or they can hardly get food or budget. Filipinos will still find a way just to get their braces. Again, there's nothing wrong with this, but a lot of us just want to show off. Many of us just, even though we don't have enough budget for the rice the next week or this week, we want to have this because for just one reason: attention. And actually, for middle class Filipinos, this is very common. But for the lower social class Filipinos, this is a little bit too much, in my opinion, because the price of having dental braces, it's not a joke. Like, really, where they can get 30,000 pesos to have dental braces, you know, for their child, if the total cost is 60,000 pesos, right? If they're only earning four digits in a month, and their kids would request that, where should they get the other amount? You know what I mean? So of course we want our child to have beautiful teeth, but if it's not really something that, you know, that's needed, you know, and it's not really necessary, not so important, then why have it, right? And before I go on to the third reason, I've heard one time that in the West, dental braces is something or a reason to be bullied, or yeah, your child will get bullied because of the dental braces. Guys, you can comment on this, put your opinion or clarification, correct me, put it there in the comment section, because in the Philippines, I haven't heard anyone who got braces and they really get bullied much. You know, maybe some people or friends would tease them, the kids with braces, but not unlike, yeah, not like those things that I've heard from others in the West. The next social status symbol in the Philippines is really interesting. I don't know if you have heard of this before, but this is having a foreigner boyfriend. Okay, I'm gonna clarify this and explain about this later. Before that, I'm gonna give you guys this existing famous term, Filipinas talking about, and a term that we use, which means a foreigner boyfriend, and probably you have heard of this. It's the word AFAM, or AFAM. So this means a foreigner assigned to Manila. So it doesn't matter if you are an American, English, German, someone from the East, or an Australian or Kiwi. It doesn't matter. If you are a foreigner, yes, you are definitely a social status symbol in the Philippines for Filipinas. So for whatever reason, it could be for love, money, convenience, I don't know, different motives. So it's not really an accessory, but having a foreigner boyfriend, it's, you know, people see a lot of things about you, like walking ATM, whatever, walking dollars. But regardless of those reasons, yes, we cannot deny that you are some kind of a badge that a Filipina can put on her clothes, or you are a trophy that we can brag to everyone. Okay, so whatever the Filipinas' reason for having you, or they want to have a boyfriend, a foreigner boyfriend, you are still seen as a social status symbol, because for many Filipinos, we only have one thinking or one opinion about foreigners or expats. All of you have money, though many of you are broke, but for Filipinos, when they see a foreigner, no, someone doesn't look like an Asian or someone who doesn't look like a Filipino, definitely you have an advantage, like you are the rock star on the street of Manila. The next one is having a mixed looking baby. So for many of you guys watching this, probably you do not know what do I mean by this, so I'm gonna explain this to you. What I mean by this is, when your Filipina is requesting to have a baby, just even one, right? Because a lot of Filipinas think that having a mixed looking baby or having a baby with you would bring a lot of attention from the clan, from her family, relatives, and friends. Okay? If this is your first time watching this, well, I just want to let you know that it is really possible, and there's a possibility that a Filipina girlfriend will request, like, can you give me a baby? Because when a Filipina when a Filipina's genes is mixed with a foreign genes, they really make good babies. Like, oh, foreigner baby. They get a lot of attention from the skin color, from the nose, and you know what? Your future in-laws or the grandparents will bring them outside, show it to everybody, brag it to anyone, friends, relatives, and just to everyone, neighbors, like that. Here's a secret that a Filipino won't really tell you when it comes to, if they want to have a foreign boyfriend, is also they want to have a foreigner looking baby. I'm really sorry about that noise. Okay, so I don't think I have to explain this too much. Mixed looking baby or a foreigner looking baby is, it's like a trophy, right? The trophy that we can show to everybody and be proud of it because they don't look like a Filipino. So this is something that your Filipino won't really tell you. Like, I want you to give me a baby because I want to brag it to everybody. No, she's not going to be like that. She's gonna say, I just want a baby. The next social status symbol in the Philippines is having a high maintenance dog or owning a very expensive dog. So I think this is self-explanatory. Well, for many Filipinos, for a lot of us, dogs are our best friend and it's part of our family. But for many Filipinos who just want to buy dogs only for an accessory, like they don't really buy a dog because it's for guarding the house or whatever purpose, but many of us buy a dog with mixed breed or expensive dogs like Shih Tzu, Pomeranian, Chihuahua, Labrador, what else? Siberian Husky, and other breeds. Like we can always adopt a dog, a homeless dog, or go to a dog and cat rescue centers and just freely adopt a vaccinated dog, a dog who needs a new family. But many of us would choose to just buy a dog. And obviously the reason is there, right? It's only for bragging purposes and for, it's not really about having the dog as a companion. Though there are still a lot of Filipinos who buy a dog because they can afford. And it's really common to see expensive dogs, and it's like very common to a middle class Filipino to have a high maintenance dogs. But there are still a lot of Filipinos who buy dogs and they just want to have it because it's the trend. You know what I mean? Like if the clothing trend is polka dots or wearing polka dots, then people wears polka dots because that's the trend. But for those Filipinos who take care or buy expensive dogs, they don't even research on how to take care of them properly, and those dogs will just end up inside a cage. They won't really let the dog out exercise because they don't really need it. They only want it as an accessory and to show it off to the community. And I really feel bad about these dogs who just stay inside a cage. And by the way, guys, the dogs that I've mentioned earlier are, yes, these dogs are the most common dogs or the most popular dogs here in our country. So the last in my list is having a white skin tone. And until now, many Filipinos are obsessed with having white skin tone, achieving a lighter skin tone, and they go to these skin whitening clinics who offer glutathione injections or IVs, which actually can make you white. But the goal of the glutathione IV, is actually for increasing your vitamin C intake. But for many Filipinos, even they couldn't really maintain it like for a long time. Though there's no bad in trying things, right? But if it is something that could jeopardize your budget, or like I want to get white now, I don't really care about the food, or it's okay, I can borrow money to pay the bills, like that I can just borrow money from my sister who earns good, I just, because I want to get white, I want to look beautiful, I am so insecure. So they ended up using their salary. They won't save up because of this obsession. We have this mentality that having a white skin color can make you look rich, can give you attention. And sadly, having a white skin tone in the Philippines is just a social status symbol that gives everyone a respect. They will give you respect because you look respectable, because you're white, and that's a ridiculous reason. So having a white skin tone is could be a problem with your Filipina who is morena, and a morena is a Filipina who has a brown skin color, or the natural Filipina skin color, which is brown or kayumangi, the not really tan, could be tan or darker than tan. But if she's not proud of her color, expect that she would want to have or change her natural skin color to your skin color, which is a Caucasian color or a white skin tone. The last one is throwing a big party, buffet, extravagant parties, or preparing, celebrating an event or family event. So recently I uploaded a video regarding this thing. This is also a social status symbol, guys, because if a Filipino or Filipina celebrates every weekend, like they have drinking session every Sunday or Saturday, or they have videoke every weekend, or they celebrate a family member's birthday every month, or they prepare too much. It doesn't matter whatever is left for next week's food budget or school supplies for the kids. Like, the important thing is we're gonna prepare for this birthday. It's your Lolo or Lola's birthday, your mother or father's birthday. It's Mother's Day today, it's Father's Day. This is a very important family celebration. So we have to put a lot of effort on this. We gotta buy expensive food and so on. And this could be really annoying. Actually, this is like a very wasteful type of social status symbol, because imagine your Filipina has 6 to 10 family members, and they will celebrate each birthday monthly, or yeah, 6 to 10 times a year, right? Plus the grandparents' day, the Mother's Day, and the Father's Day, and they want to celebrate it with a lot of food, inviting a lot of people, preparing a lechon, just and then later on, everything will just spoil. There will be a lot of leftovers. If not, they will buy a lot of alcoholic drinks, invite friends, office mates, office workers, the boss, the teachers of their kids, and a lot of people. So that's why this is also considered as the reason, if you have watched the previous video, the reason why a lot of Filipinos stay poor, can't save, and can't invest, because we prepare we just spend a lot in every occasion that we know. And yes, that's all for now. If you enjoyed listening to this video, to these topics, and just give me a comment, a thumbs up, share this to your friends, and if you have experienced these things with a Filipina, or a Filipina has requested one of these things to you, share your experiences. I really appreciate that you are here. So thank you so much for watching my videos, and please don't skip the ads. And by the way, guys, there are so many things to support my channel. Aside from giving a comment, you can also give donation or tips through my PayPal. You can also give super chats. Click that thank you button. I'm gonna show it to you. Thank you button just below the videos, my videos, and you're good to go. Thank you, guys, and have a nice day or evening. Paalam, ingat.